I want to talk, today I have 5 points. One is introduction, two is language advantage and made in China. Three is Taiwan's preferential system for foreigners. Four is food and sceneries. And five is my conclusion. And before going to the introduction, I want to ask you some questions. I want to know, does anybody know where's Taiwan? And now we can see there's a world map, and here is Taiwan. Do you think it's too small? I will show you the bigger one. And Taiwan, the jury in the Pacific. Taiwan, like Japan, is an island state country. It means Taiwan is reliant on foreign trade and maritime security. And because it's next to China and under Japan and South Korea, our culture are heavily affected by these three countries. And next, I want to talk about modern Taiwan. And in Taiwan, many people are. Taiwan is famous for delicious food and beautiful scenery. And there's a very funny thing that there's a lot of earthquakes happening in Taiwan, about 2,000 times per year, but it's only 200 times you can even feel. So that will become very funny things. You will see that maybe your cell phone got a earthquake message, but you cannot even feel it. And next, going to the next topic is the language advantage and made in China. And now we can see there's a chart that presents the language most used in the world. We can see Mandarin Chinese is the most used language in the world. So why? So why the Mandarin Chinese is not the most important language in the world? And now we can see the top 10 world biggest economies in 2018 and 2019. And we can see USA is still the most biggest economies, but China's GDP growth is much bigger than USA. So, in my opinion, China will surpass USA in one day. And there's a pie chart that present the products from America, and we can see about 80% of the products are made in China, but only 20% of the products are made in America. And according to these 2 points, we cannot live without China, and we cannot ignore the China. And that's why there's the 3 points that why choosing Taiwan to learn Mandarin Chinese. The first one is traditional characters, and second one is friendly people, and third one is more safer. And now we can see the difference from traditional character and simplified characters. And in my opinion, the simplified one cannot present the real meanings of the words. So I think, in my opinion, simplified character. It cannot is much is worse than the traditional one. And second one is friendly people. And everybody knows that yeah. Taiwanese are warm-hearted and willing to help people. So, and most of the Taiwanese English are pretty good. So, even you don't, you can speak Mandarin Chinese. You also can, you still can buy something, or you can go wherever you want, and we can see the top 10 safest country in the world. We can see Taiwan is the 9th country in the world. So why don't we choose Taiwan to start learn Mandarin Chinese? And let's go to the point 2. The foreign preferential policy in Taiwan. In Taiwan, we have national health insurance, and this health insurance is not for Taiwanese, but also for the foreigners. It means you just have to pay a portion of the medical cost if you come to see a doctor, and it can reduce the international students' economics pressure. And we can see Taiwan is the cheapest, have the most cheapest medical costs in other countries. And I will talk about the scholarship. And I will take my school, NPUST, for example. We can see there's a column, and there's a column, and that's for the for international students. And so I think it's not really difficult to international student to get the scholarship to reduce their economic pressures. And that's all, and thank you.
7号上台，8号准备。
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jun Xuanze. I'm so glad you could all be here. Today, I'd like to talk about adventure plus learning plus adventure in Taiwan. Before joining this adventure, you should know where Taiwan is. Taiwan is an Eastern Asia island, southwest of Japan, and north of Philippines, west of the Pacific Ocean. Look at this picture. Taiwan is in the central position, surviving as a gateway to the interior Asia. Therefore, it is important to understand its natural resource and strength. Taiwan features diverse topography, like basin, highest and spectacular mountain range. As an island surrounded by seas, the coast scene in Taiwan is fantastic. The eastern coast is a natural crossroad of geography. It also home to a health the island plants and animals. Western is upper coast. The northern mid-coast, the sands have web tag eroded by wind. You can see wonderful rock here. South Coral Reef Coast is a good place for snorkeling and scuba diving. You can explore the wonderful world under the sea. Taiwan itself is a mountain range island. Of all the high mountains in Taiwan is Mountain Jet. In central Taiwan is highest. Conqueror Jet Mountain has always been one of the most difficult challenges for mountains at home and abroad. If you like mountain climbing, you should take a challenge. The climb of Taiwan